the absolute last video in my studio apartment. At first, it felt like such a gut punch. Honestly, it ended up being a huge positive thing. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a lofty goal. I was really just hyping myself up. Happy New Year, friends. Hello, Adriana here, and welcome back to my channel, and Happy New Year. Happy 2025. And welcome to the absolute last video in my studio apartment, because at the time of filming this, it is December 31st, and after this, I'm giving my keys back. The apartment is completely empty. I have my internet stuff over there, and then I have my nightstand. That is the one thing that I didn't get sold. Bed sold. Microwave sold. We love. Welcome to a year in review. I figured I'd pull out the mini mic because if you know, you know. The New York sounds are always among us in this place. But I just thought I would close out the year, or start the new year, with a little review of the past year, kind of a little bit of the past 4 years. This feels like a really big end of an era for me. This apartment that I'm filming in, I moved in here February 1st of 2021, and it's been almost 4 years now, and I am finally in a new place. If you've watched the moving series, you already know what the new apartment looks like. It's quite the upgrade, and it's amazing. I am absolutely loving it. It's so quiet. Oh my God, I can't get over how quiet it is, and it's spacious. I actually can't believe how all of my stuff fit in here, because even there, it fills the space. It's wild, but it's been absolutely incredible being able to move into such a great space. All I'll say right now is I got a steal of a deal, and that is how I'm able to afford it, because nothing in my life has changed finances-wise. So video very likely to come. I know a lot of you are like, how can you afford that? We'll chat about it eventually. But this studio has been such just a stepping stone, and honestly I'm probably gonna cry because I am very sentimental about spaces and things. I am someone, my parents still live in my childhood home, and so I just am very attached to spaces, and this was my first apartment that I found myself, I paid for completely by myself, and it's just it was my first home. That was mine. And I feel like I've gone through quite a transformative few years of my life. I moved in when I was 25. I am now literally freshly 29. A month and 2 days ago was my birthday. So it's mid to late 20s. You go through some shit. Even just this past year, this is what I kind of love about my birthday being at the end of November. It aligns very nicely with calendar years. It's a nice way to be able to just see what's happened over the year, as everybody's looking back at their past year and what they did, what they accomplished, what they didn't accomplish, or what you wanted to and maybe started but didn't finish. So it's just nice to reflect and see what's gone on. And this year, it's been a lot. This year was, quite honestly, I think, maybe the most emotional year of my life. You guys saw some of it back in February into March with my job role changing. I've been coaching at Orange Theory in the city since I moved here, and it's been constant. And it was a roller coaster becoming a head coach, and then I was in that role for a little over a year, and then they changed the structure of management, and I became just a coach again. And at first it felt like such a gut punch, but honestly it ended up being a huge positive thing, and I am loving that I am able to just do the things that I love. I wanted to be a head coach because I wanted the experience of management, And I'm really grateful for that position, but I'm also happy that I can just like be a coach and just be there for the members and not have to deal with like the business side, you know, like I'm just there as a fitness professional and it's what I'm passionate about. And I love just helping people realize that like fitness can be fun and it doesn't have to be a chore. And maybe it starts as a chore and then you can learn to love it or at least appreciate it. And just a way to find that like fitness can fit and be a part of your lifestyle. And that's what I think it is for me at this point. It didn't always used to be that way. Like I grew up a dancer and so I was always active, but it was like one of those things where I would go on break and I would just be sedentary for 2 to 4 weeks of break. And now it feels good mentally, physically, emotionally to go and work out. Sometimes you're going hard, sometimes you're just there to move your body, sometimes you're in the middle of that. And it's been nice, like especially over the past couple years that I've been so consistent with my fitness routine that like it just feels like part of my lifestyle now. And it's been nice to share that with members and have that just be like my focus now. And honestly, talking about fitness, this year, I feel like I have been the most on my fitness routine, even though like right now, I feel like I'm in a phase where I'm very much allowing myself to just enjoy the holidays and not work out as much. Like I've been getting still like 2 to 3 workouts in a week where I realistically would like to be back at a point where I'm working out like 4 times a week. That's definitely where I've felt like my best. But I've also been like not totally on it with my diet. Like I try to eat for the most part healthy, but I feel like vegetables have not been making much of an appearance in my meals lately. And I'm okay with that because I know I'm consistent and I also know like how to get back into it, that it's not like I'm going through this yo-yo. It's more of like a nice gentle wave, which a fitness routine is. Like you're never just gonna be on an upward trajectory. That's just honestly not realistic to ask yourself that because life gets in the way sometimes and you just gotta give yourself grace. And when you need grace, you give it to yourself. When you know that you're ready to put in the work, you put in the work. And sometimes you need a little bit of an extra nudge to get out of that give yourself grace moment. And that's where coaches like myself come in. And that's why I like working out where I work too, because it's like I feel like sometimes I need that push too. Like it's awesome now having the gym in my building, the best. But I'm like, you know, I'm definitely like half-assing some of my workouts. Could I be pushing myself harder? Yes. Am I doing something? Yes. So something's better than nothing sometimes. And that's kind of the state that I'm in at the moment. But I feel once the holidays are over, I'm ready to jump back into it. So excited to see how my fitness routine picks back up in the new year. I feel good about it. I'm excited. I'm excited for the fitness things to come in 2025. I feel like I'm definitely going to do some more like races, not like running races, but I've been thinking about doing like High Rocks, which is a fitness challenge. I did a Spartan race a few years back and I really enjoyed that. Like I'm interested in getting into more fitness challenges. Let me know if there's anything that you've done that you recommend or anything you want to see me train for or just see me participate in. But I'm really looking forward to like challenging myself fitness wise a little bit more this year now that I like have the time, you know? But that's fitness and work. Work's good. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not going anywhere. Work solid. Life, I think I read 4 books this year. Not as many as last year, but more than many years past. So I'm happy with 4. I think this coming year, my goal is to read 6 books. You know, 1 a month, 1 every other month. I feel like that's a solid goal for me. Definitely want to take some more bubble baths. I did not take enough bubble baths this year. I don't miss these sirens. It's kind of crazy, like now being removed from this, hearing it is like, how did I live with this for so long? A lot of stimulation when you live in New York, especially on a main 2-way street. Anyway, I need more bubble baths. I gotta relax more. I feel like I want to do more like me time and just self-care. Speaking of self-care, I'm very excited. I am starting therapy. This has been something that I've been honestly wanting to do for a while, but just felt like financially I couldn't afford it. So I feel like I finally was at a point where I was like, I just have to find a way to make it work, because being in this transitional like late 20s period of my life, I feel like I just need some guidance and need an unbiased opinion to be able to like talk through the things going on in my life. Just be able to like talk to someone and also just like get some tools for how to better communicate things to people or process things. You know, I feel like it's time, and I'm really honestly looking forward to it because I've craved it for a while, and yeah, taking the steps. So had my first like consultation appointment last week before Christmas, or I guess 2 weeks ago now. With the holidays, obviously it's a little tough to get stuff in, but planning to have like a consistent weekly routine of that, and I'm doing it through BetterHelp. So I'll leave my link. I think there's like a referral link, so if there is, I'll drop it down below. And if you have been thinking about starting therapy, take the leap with me, and we can become emotionally stronger together. I would love to travel more. I have not really traveled that much since I moved to New York, because when I moved here, I could barely afford my rent. So there was no way that was happening. But I feel like over the years, I've like established myself a little bit more, and I'm finally at a point where I'm like, okay, you can, obviously it's like, I gotta save up and like plan to make the most of it. But I know I have travel coming up anyway, because I have 2 destination weddings in 2025. I have a wedding in the summer that's in France, and then I have Yasmin's wedding, my best friend here in New York. I have her and her fiance's wedding in October in Spain. So we have some built-in travel no matter what, but I plan on like making the most of those destination weddings and making bigger trips around it. So stay tuned, get excited for those. But I do want to do like some other smaller trips throughout the year as well, because I love to travel. I mean, I literally started this channel now 6 years ago as a travel vlog channel when I was traveling around Europe for 3 months by myself, summer of 2019, if you didn't know. So also thank you to any of you who have been around since the beginning. This year alone has been probably my biggest year of growth, like in one calendar year. I gained 1,020 new subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed this year, everyone who's been around for years past. I really do appreciate you all, and I'm so fortunate to have such an incredible subscriber base. You guys are incredible. I always appreciate your kind comments. Like literally, you guys are the best. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to share my life with on the internet. So thank you. Thank you for making it something where I look forward to seeing your comments and just like interacting with you guys in the comments on a weekly basis. So keep them coming. And if you're new here, hello, subscribe and join the family, because my YouTube goal, this is so funny. When I moved to New York, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to move to New York. I'm going to have the vlogger content. I'm going to blow up 25,000 subscribers. Let's go. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a lofty goal. I was really just hyping myself up and being ambitious about it, which, hey, I'm all for ambition. I'm going to keep it a little more realistic. If I exceed it, I will not complain. Believe me, I will not complain. My goal for the end of 2025 is to end the year at 10,000 subscribers, which is basically doubling where I'm at, which I feel like is realistic. So again, if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it so much if you subscribed. I've been building this channel for 6 years. Has it been 6 years? Maybe 5.5. 5.5 years. I've been consistently posting on this channel. So if you like New York content, I have about 4 years of week in my life vlogs and New York City vlogs and content. So feel free to just hit play and watch on through, catch up, skip around, do whatever. But yeah, I just appreciate you all watching and caring about my life. I love sharing it, and I will say part of why I vlog is because it forces me to go and do more. Like, I'm an extroverted person. I like to stay busy. I'm not just gonna sit around all day and do nothing. But especially when I first moved here, it was just a way for me to get out and go and see the city and explore the city that I now call home. And it's nice to still have moments of that, even in my like structure work life, to have some fire under my ass to go out and do something different, try something new. The vlogs will not stop in 2025, that's for sure. Honestly, I see this channel as kind of like my personal video diaries of my life in my 20s in New York, and hopefully will continue into my 30s, because I am, again, a very sentimental person, and I've always said to myself, like, I want to be the grandma that is telling stories and talking about like the fun life that she had and have no regrets in my life. And I feel like having my YouTube channel helps me make that a reality. So if there's anything you want to see in the city, outside of the city, other places, let me know. Comment down below, because I love suggestions. But with that, 2024 has been a great year. A lot of emotional growth, a lot of learning about myself. I'm really excited for my new apartment. I'm loving the space. I can't wait to really make it a true home and somewhere that I can host people, and I can't wait to have a family dinner with my college friends. We do family dinners. We were doing them like once a month over the past year. It's been a little more sporadic, but I just can't wait to host people and make that my new home and see what growth that space brings. I'm gonna miss this place. Roaches and all. Just kidding, I won't miss the roaches. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm really looking forward to 2025 and what it brings in my life, and content, and new friends and experiences. And yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's. I wish you a happy and healthy 2025. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.